Crypto investing, and we're going to give you this first and start of a revolving series and content on old Vincenzo is going to give you his best performing coins, and I have 4 of them that are going to be the best performing coins as we move into 2023 and especially late 2023 into 2024 as we start to pull out of an extended bear market in another year or so. I think these are going to be your best 4 performing coins into the future if you stack when they're low, and I think they're going to outgain the competition, and you're going to get this exclusively on this content as we continue to do weekly updates on these 4 coins, as I believe Monero, XLM, XRP, and Algo are going to be your top 4 coins that perform in the next bull run, right? And if we start with XRP, it's becoming extremely interesting asset as investor sentiment reveals, right? According to crypto market intelligence portal sentiment, XRP is currently one of the cryptocurrencies with the most positive sentiment on its account. And the metrics XRP keeps companies with such assets as BNB, Cake, and Theta. Theta is another strong coin. The study has been conducted within the last 7 days, right? During the period, the crypto market experienced a significant drop, which did not bypass any of the assets. If the drop took place on the whole spectrum of the market in approximately equal conditions, right? So all the XRP coins in the sentiment study posted gains of 10% or more over the next few days, while XRP only managed to recoup 4% of the decline. At the same time, percentage of investors who are positive about XRP is 98%. You can see the XRP chart. XRP recent decline has stopped right near the bottom of a well-known price corridor of the 33 cents. Old Vincenzo's been advertising 30 to 32 cents as a major support zone, right? But I think XRP, as it gets adopted massively into the financial and banking sectors as the months and years go on, I think this is going to be a highly performing asset on the next bull run. And I think this is one that we have our support zone, or we have our accumulation zones where we think we should be accumulating, right? And XRP, I think, is going to be a high flyer as we turn the corner of this bear market into the next bull market over the next 8 to 15 months, the next year or year and a half. And if we look at the current XRP price, right, you can see today we initially got rejected off of some of the short-term moving averages. In the micro time frame, we got rejected off the 200-day in the hour time frame. We're trying to get supported on the 50. You got your bands, you got your moving averages converging and running parallel. So we know the volume's about to come in, and we're going to have a big move in the short time frame or the micro time frame to 37 cents, or we're going to come down to this underneath support in the 30 to 31 cent range, right, if you're trying to swing trade this. But as we know, if we zoom out to the farther time frame, what we're talking about here in the macro time frame, I think this is going to be one of the best performing coins and one of the best coins you can buy to 1000x your portfolio, to 1000x your life, and to 1000x your quality of life if you take the opportunity and study and build a solid portfolio. As we get down into this range, I think that's a great time to accumulate. Say you had a chance for a little bit of time to accumulate at an average of, say, 0.15 cents. Say you had a lot of time to accumulate at 15 cents times 5,000 XRP. That's for a $750 investment. If you 1000x that, right, you're looking at a massive return, right? Say you win 1,000%, right? You turn $750 into $7,500, right? For a simple $7,500 investment, right? I think you can 1000x that. So for $1,000, right, you could turn that into, or 1000x actually, $1,000 investment times 1000x. That's $10,000. Is that math right? $1,000 on 1000x. No, because $1,000 times 1000x is $1 million. If you 1000x $1,000, right? So if you 1000x that, if you go 1000%, on $1,000 investment in XRP, right? And you buy it, say, at an average of 15 cents, and you 1000x this, and you're sitting at, what would that be? So if you 1000x that, you're at $1.71, right? So if you have $1,000 divided by 0.15, you would have 6,666 XRP. That's funny how that comes out to that. 6,666 times 15, right? That's $1,000. So you would have 6,000 shares of XRP. 6,666 times what we say the price would be at on a 1000x move in XRP if you bought it at 15 cents. Let's get back down to that 15-cent level a little bit farther. No, we want to try to get this 15 cents. If we 1000x that, you're looking at $1.73 times $1.73 is $11,500 if you 1000x, just a $1,000 investment, and you buy $1,000 worth of XRP at 15 cents, you can turn that into $11,000 and 1000x your life, right? If you got more to invest in and you have more money that you're willing to throw at it, I'm going to put at least $1,000 investment on XRP as we get down towards that 15-cent range, because I believe that's going to be a high flyer, and I believe you're going to 1000x your life, at least 1000x this in the next bull run. And if we go to all-time highs in XRP, right? Say you get back to your all-time high. If we go to the daily time frame, and you can see if we go to the way back machine, you can see that's at $3.23. So if you just took your initial $1,000 investment, 6,666 shares off that $1,000 at 15 cents, if you sell for $3.26, your old all-time high times $3.26, you've turned $1,000 into $21,000. That is life-changing. If you're just using an initial $1,000 because you don't have much, that is life-altering, that's life-changing, and that's what happens when you try to 1000x your life and 1000x your portfolio by following Vincenzo's super simple and easy rules to trade this manipulated market and to understand how you really 1000x your life and to really change your financial future and your financial outcome and try to put things into generational wealth. I think XRP is at the top of the list into the next bull run, right? And then I think if we look at another coin that I think is going to be 1000x potential and a top 4 coin that you need to hold, and I'm debating on whether putting it, I think Ethereum is going to be in my top 5, and then Cardano is just on the outside at number 6, because I think in the next couple of years, Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin in market cap, right? Then we have Algo. Let's take a listen what the CEO of Algorand has to say.
So, really happy to invite our next guest, who I happen to know personally, and I'm so thrilled to have her on the show. We have Stacey Warden, CEO of the Algorand Foundation. Stacey, there's so much to talk about, and we want to get into sort of the Algorand, all the interesting things that you are doing. One recent initiative that I've heard about is that you have an attempt to kind of get some of the people that were working on the Terra blockchain to migrate over to Algorand. Can you just tell us a little bit about that and what is the motivation behind that?
Oh, those lunatics. We love those lunatics. I mean, it is such a great community over there at Terra Luna. And you know, just because the algorithmic stablecoin kind of went into a death spiral doesn't mean that there aren't amazing creators, an amazing community over there, and amazing builders over there. So they're looking to migrate to other chains, you know, a lot of them. And so we just wanted to make it as easy as possible. So we put out $1 million in kind of help and integration help. And we also built a really simple way to go from that blockchain to the Algorand blockchain. And so the Poppin' Penguin started, and other teams are following.
So while we're talking about UST, and we'll get into Algorand more in a minute, because I think you're very good on these sort of big picture questions. So I understand that there was a lot of talent there and you want to bring them over, but the UST thing was a big black eye on the crypto industry. And I guess I'd just love to hear your big picture take of, like, how did this happen? Like, why did this happen, and how can it be prevented in the future?
Well, the first and most important thing that I want everybody to understand is that algorithmic stablecoins have nothing to do with the Algorand blockchain. I feel like I do have to say that every time I get the chance. But look, this setup for an algorithmic stablecoin lends itself a little bit to A props up B, B props up A props up B props up A. And so when that fails to work, you can get into what is called in finance, and this is actually a financial markets term, a downward death spiral. And so, you have to innovate around these things. The idea behind that was that you would have a decentralized solution to a stable coin, and I think that's an admirable thing to try, and I think people are going to continue to try. Of course, but it is an opportunity, I will say, to separate the wheat from the chaff a little bit, right? So this will probably last at least through 2022, I think, and protocols and initiatives and developers that are, meme based maybe and don't have real world applications may or may not survive this.
That's a critical thing that she just said, the CEO about Algo, right? The CEO of Algo, the meme coins and stuff that doesn't have a use case are going to go bye-bye. She's absolutely right. And that's one of the reasons Algo is going to propel itself into the future, because of all the use cases that they have. Take note of this wise, smart lady.
This crypto winter, right? But the builders on Algorand, we think, will survive, and Algorand is, investing and positioning itself for the long term in the future. And we just had an event yesterday. I mean, there was 300 people at this event. You would never even think that we were in a crypto winter at all. People are so excited about what they're building and so excited about they're moving forward. More specifically, to answer your question, that we have very big partnerships coming up. So we're going to be the blockchain for FIFA, as everybody knows. And so that means that the FIFA wallet will be on Algorand. They're talking about doing secondary ticket sales on Algorand.
That's huge. FIFA, the world's biggest professional soccer, world soccer, right? That's a huge thing to have them and to have it exclusively to Algo's blockchain. And this is another mass adoption for Algo.
Player trading, maybe even on the blockchain. We also have the partnership, of course, with Napster and with LimeWire. If anybody's old enough to remember LimeWire, again, the tokenization of intellectual property rights in Nigeria is now going to be on Algorand. So we are heavily focused on these kinds of real world and inclusion of all kinds kind of use cases.
And that's very important, real world use cases and value on what they're doing. And that's one of the reasons I think this coin and this CEO are on the right track, and I have it in my top 4 coins for 2023 and 2024's performance that can 1,000x. Next, we have Algo. You can see and another reason Algo, like XRP, is in the top 4 coins you must own in the next bull run. The world's most powerful and sustainable blockchain. Our institutional grade blockchain infrastructure is first and only to achieve decentralized scalability and security without compromise, and while being environmentally sustainable, most importantly. Right? 2.7 billion Algo Vault unlocked 2.7 billion, right? The confidence to affect change. Algo removed the technology barriers that for years undermined mainstream blockchain adoption. We designed the Algorand blockchain to give global investors the fundamental confidence they need to affect change. Algo, the green blockchain. We are born sustainable. Algo is far more energy efficient, which is a critical thing as you're looking into the future with the green technology and the carbon footprint that all these companies world governments are going towards other blockchains, and is going further by offsetting its small carbon footprint in partnership with climate trade. Very, very important. And another reason that I think this is going to explode this coin. Start building the future today on Algo browser tutorial, ideal in prototypes for the Algorand developer community, right? Powering the economic model of the future as the technology of choice for 2,000 plus global organizations. The Algorand ecosystem is transforming the next generation of financial products, protocols, and exchange of value. Join the movement. Folk Finance, AlgoFi, LimeWire, right? This is going to be a critical player into the future, and that's why this makes my top 10 or top 4 coins you must own going into 2023 and 2024 to 1,000x your life, to 1,000x your portfolio, and to 1,000x your standard of living. My bags in Algo, and if we look at Algo, what we got going on here, where's Algo at? You're seeing it at 30 cents right now, and I have a big plan to buy Algo I have a big plan to buy algo when the price gets down here and gets near the bottom part of this green support zone, which you can see this green support zone is a technical target out of this rising channel that you're in. And I believe this will be a once in a generation lifetime buying opportunity, as algo will be more than, from its near double top, I believe between 90, I think it's going to be about 94 to maybe as low as 97% off its all-time high. And I think algo is going to be flirting anywhere between the 20 cents and down around to 13 cents in algo. And I plan on stacking algo a few thousand shares at 20 cents times, say, 5,000 shares. That's only $1,000, right? I plan on purchasing probably anywhere from $500 to $1,000 in algo down here, along with my 500 to 1,000 XRP down near the bottom. And I plan on holding this until we get into the next bull run, the third bull run in crypto, because I think this will 1,000x my portfolio at least. And you can see, I think algo will get up to $5 to $10 in the next bull run. And if I stack my bags at 20 cents and we get up near, say, $5 by 2024, 2025, that's a 2,000% return if I sell it at near $5, right? And if I buy 5,000 shares of this for at 20 cents times 5,000, that's $1,000. And if I sell my 5,000 shares at $5, I just made another $25,000 in algo, along with my XRP stack over a 3 to 5 year hold when I'm buying this in the shit house down here, aka the golden accumulation zone. Anywhere from 20 cents and below in algo is your golden accumulation zone. Nearly 97% or a generational buying opportunity, right? In algo, the same thing with XRP. And I think XLM is another one that we're going to get into